Okay, here we've got my OPENMSP430 and its debug chain, which for the controller, well, there's an FTDI USB to UART port, and then there's a UART port inside the FPGA. It connects by a wishbone to a Lattice Mach X02. The FPGA is a Mach X02-7000 FPGA, which is really pretty low power, and that goes out bit bang I2C out to a port pin, and I wrap it around to my I2C debug chain for the twin core OPENMSP430 cores to do the audio processing in 16 bits. And this is where I'm at with this, but it looks like a reasonable way to get GDB working on the OPENMSP430 without a terrible amount of work. I've got to get a driver to drive the GDB out to the FTDI port via USB, and I've got kind of a sample serial driver for GDB with the existing tools, the OPENMSP GCC tool chain, and so it looks like I've got most of what I need to debug the OPENMSP with GDB, and then I can start hopefully adding on audio peripherals like a codec and stuff like that. The power draw on this whole setup looks like it's about 1.5 milliamps at something like around 10 megahertz, so it's not too bad. It's not as good as a real hearing aid ASIC, which are down in the, I don't know, maybe 1 milliamp for 10 megahertz for a 16-bit hearing aid processor with the codecs and everything included, memory and the whole shooting match. So, but that still should run for maybe 150 hours, and this will run for about 100 hours on a single hearing aid battery, which is about the size of a pencil eraser. And then the trick is doing a power supply for it. It'll start off the hearing aid battery and provide the 1.5 milliamps at the desired voltages efficiently. So there's still a lot of work to go, but I think I've got a basic set of RTL cores that can do a lot of the heavy lifting of the signal processing, and then I can put in maybe a little bit of custom hardware in addition to the codecs, and maybe extend the MSP instruction set for a little wider multiplies and a little wider accumulates. Not exactly sure how I'm going to do that, but that may be a rainy day project. So here it is, and welcome to hear your comments. Thank you.